Welcome back, class. This is the final video of the plan of study assignment. I am going to share my screen with you now. So today we're going to talk about some tips and tricks for your assignment. The first thing is that I do not want you all to get so overwhelmed. Just focus on one thing at a time. It can seem like a very daunting assignment, something that's very hard to figure out, but just start with one little thing and keep going after that. All right, so the first thing is, how do I even start? What do I even do? So the first thing that you do is get a hard copy of either your curriculum sheet or the 4-year sample plan for your major. All right, so you can have something physically in front of you. The next thing that you need to do is open up your degree audit from Access Plus. You can open it up electronically, you can print it out, whatever works best for you. So have your curriculum sheet in your degree audit, and then you need to make a list or type out the courses that you have left for your degree. So you can have your degree audit up electronically and then just highlight all the courses on the curriculum sheet that you need. You can print out your degree audit and just highlight all the courses that you need on your degree audit, either way, but the first thing is to really understand and learn what you have left to take. All right, the next thing that you need to do, the audit has everything that you've taken or need to take on there. One thing that I want you to remember, that transfer courses should be listed in their appropriate sections. If they're not listed where you think they should go, or I told you that it should be somewhere that it's not, just let me know, because degree audit is a computer program, so I can move things around if I need to. All right, so just let me know if you see anything that doesn't look normal or right on your degree audit, no matter what your major is, if you transferred or not. So I can help clarify some of those questions. The next thing that you need to do after you figured out what you have left is to figure out which semesters your courses are offered in. Okay, so in your course planning worksheet, I have created the first tab in your Excel document has the template of the course plan, but there is a template down here that says course offerings. So if you click on that, then you can type in all the courses when they're offered, fall, spring, or summer. All right, so we've talked about the tools where you can figure that out, but you can just write that in the document. You can make a chart if that helps you. It's just, these tools are just there to help you, but I found that it's easy to kind of see when everything offered. You can make a list there with all the prerequisites as well. So if that helps you, then go ahead and use it. But the other things that it's important to pay attention to is course sequencing and the flow chart. Okay, so you can find out where course sequences are offered on the flow chart and in the undergraduate catalog. Look at the previous video to figure out where those resources are if you didn't watch the second video. Okay, so that's just another resource to figure out when things are offered. Another little tip with the curriculum sheet itself, on the sample plans, the 4-year, 5-year, whatever you're looking for, we have on those plans bolded courses which are only offered in the fall, which are only offered in the spring. Those are very important. One tip for most of you, if you're early in your academic career, is you can just copy the bolded information to your course plan in those semesters, your last few years here at Iowa State, because those courses are typically in a specific sequence, you know, if you're looking at that flow chart, and we can't really move those around very much. So if you're on a more traditional path, I would honestly just copy that bolded information from the sample plans and copy it over into your own course plan. The courses that are not bolded on that sample plan are offered both fall and spring semesters. You can take them in either fall or spring, but you have to make sure that you've got the prerequisite requirements done in order to take it. Okay. All right, covered everything there. Special note for dietetics and diet and exercise students, FSHN 265 and biochemistry must be completed in order to be fully accepted into the dietetics program. On the sample plan, you'll see that 265 and biochemistry, either 301 or 316, is listed in the spring semester of the sophomore year. Both of those courses are offered in the spring semester and are also offered in the summer semester. Biochemistry you can get any semester, but FSHN 265 is only in the spring and only in the summer. but both of those courses have to be completed in order for you to start the dietetics program in the following fall semester. If you look at the prerequisite requirements for FSHN 265, it says that you need to be taking biochemistry at the same time or have already completed it in order to take FSHN 265, okay? Even though that's the prerequisite requirements, that is not the case. That's not how it plays out for a lot of our students who are changing to the major or transferring in. You can't take biochemistry after FSHN 265. You can be taking organic chemistry and FSHN 265 at the same time and then take biochemistry in the summer or another semester. So just keep that in mind. Even though this is what the catalog says, we can alter that requirement. So there isn't a lot of wiggle room we have with many requirements, but that particular one we do. So let me know if you have specific questions about that. Also want to talk about U.S. diversity and international perspectives. All FSHN students are required to take FSHN 342, which is an international perspectives course. So you do not need to plan for a separate course to meet international perspectives requirement. Okay, we're already giving you a course in your major that meets that specific requirement. The same goes for U.S. diversity for your dietetics, diet and exercise, and nutritional science. We require you to take FSHN 463, which is community nutrition. It can count towards both your major and U.S. diversity. So again, you don't need to plan for an additional U.S. diversity course. The only majors that you need to plan for U.S. diversity course is food science, culinary food science, and if you're in pre-health. If you're a pre-health student, FSHN 463 is a choice you have for your professional electives, but it's not a required course. So if you take 463 in that electives category, you can use it toward your major in U.S. diversity, but if not, you need to plan ahead for that. For food science and culinary food science students, you can use one course to meet both the U.S. diversity requirement and the humanities, or one course to meet U.S. diversity and social sciences. That's okay. A course that we offer in our department, FSHN 220X, U.S. Cultural Foods. It is both a humanities course and a U.S. diversity course. We do offer that in the fall. It's not on the list right now for tentative for fall 2020 for some reason, so I'll get back to you on that. But that is a really fun course that doesn't have any prerequisites that can meet both the humanities requirement and the U.S. diversity. So in order to see if one course can meet two requirements like that, you just need to double check both of those lists. Check the U.S. diversity list and the humanities list and make sure that the course you're looking at is on both of those, and then you can use it for both requirements. Okay, now if you're thinking about adding a minor, you just need to look and see what those minor requirements are. And you can do that through the undergraduate catalog. So prior to this, we looked at the A to Z courses tab there, but now you're gonna click on the undergraduate link there and select majors, minors, and certificates. Most of the minor requirements are listed on this particular portion of Iowa State's website, but some of them are not, like kinesiology. So you have to go to the kinesiology department's webpage to get all the requirements for those specific minors: dance, exercise science, health promotion, and kinesiology. But if you're considering adding a minor, one thing that you need to do is you need to make sure that you're looking at when the courses are offered and all the prerequisites to make sure that you have those when you put it on your plan, okay? The other thing is you're not required to have a minor in order to graduate from our programs. It's an option that you have, but it's not a requirement. So I've listed on here some common minors that I see a lot with our students and the minors that are also available within our department. If you're a dietetics, diet and exercise, and nutritional science student, you cannot get a nutrition minor because you're taking all those courses anyway. But you could add food science, food and society, or culinary science as well. All right, so take a look at those and see if it's something that interests you. Another thing students like to put in their plan is a study abroad experience. Most of our students can fit in a study abroad experience any summer semester. Usually doesn't interfere with courses depending on the path that you are on. If you want to go away for a semester abroad, you do need to plan ahead for that, and the sophomore year is really the best time to do that. So meet with me if you want to discuss those options and what it looks like. I've listed down some countries there that I've seen our students go on semester experiences, but we're also going to have Study Abroad come and talk to our class on February 20th to discuss all these choices, okay? But it's just remember that it's something that you have to plan ahead for. And it really does alter your course plan depending on where you go and the courses that are available to you where you go. So grading the plan of study, here's what it looks like. I've given you a picture of the rubric that you can also see in the assignment on Canvas. But really what I'm looking for is that you have all the courses that you need to complete your major, that all the courses are there, that all the courses are in the right order, and that you've got prerequisites for all the courses, and that all the courses are listed in the correct semesters. So if you list a spring-only course in the fall semester, you're going to lose points for that. So just make sure and double check everything. Just double check, double check, double check. The other thing that I want you to know is that if you're planning on taking a summer course somewhere other than Iowa State, you can just write in the summer semester speech and then put the college or university where you're deciding taking it, so that I know that you need it. Okay, so just mark that specifically on your plan. If you have transfer credits that you've completed that are not listed in your degree audit right now, please make a note of that on your course plan so that I don't dock points for those. Okay, that is it. So I look forward to seeing you in class and working through your plan of study assignment. As always, if you have questions, please let me know. Thank you.